Alright nerds, Wally, and I'm back for another brown bag beer review. Another review full of honesty and blindness, and I don't know what's in this brown bag, and I won't open it until I've tried it. Well, I won't take it out of the bag until I've tried it. Expertly wrapped. I can't tell what's in here other than it's a tall can. Again, the brown bag beer review. If you didn't see our first one, just try and coax a little honesty out of me, take a little of the bias away that I have for certain breweries, certain provinces, certain styles, and see what we actually think about this beer based purely on the beer. It worked last time. I was kind of a little afraid it was like Coors Light or some kind of adjunct. It was a steam whistle, so got some true feelings out about steam whistle and also about that style of beer. Not that I dislike them, but I wasn't like, oh, it's steam whistle, this is fantastic, even though it was actually pretty good, and I like those kind of beers, cheap or not. All right, so this week's, we have no idea. So let's crack it. All right, no big fizz or anything. Let's smell it. No, it smells dark, smells roasty. A little sip. Yeah, definitely. Ooh, toasty. I don't know if that was a bag or not. It was really hard to drink out of the bag. Okay, so I'm going to keep this here so you keep me honest. I'm not going to look to see what it is. I'm just trying to pull it down a little bit so I can pour it. Oh, what the? That is not as copper or as brown as I expected. Boy, oh boy, does it have a lot of fizz. So I might have shaken it up a little bit. We're going to let that sit. We're going to let it time out here. So super fizzy. I thought this would be really dark beer. It had, yeah, it kind of had like a roasty, toasty feel, like taste to it. Coffee. Oh, a coffee lager maybe? Coffee ale? So giant white head, more due to trying to pour it through. If you can look, I got the brown bag there a little wet. So a little bit of tough pouring. We're going to let it sit. Already it's starting to dissolve. Let's just smell it, see if I can get anything out of it. If not, no, can't really. I just smell the foam. So what we're going to do is we'll just wait for this lovely beer, whatever it may be, to go away. And again, I'll just discuss why I'm doing this. Because I have bias, and we all have bias. And I thought this would be a really fun way to review beer. Let's take out the label. Let's take out description. Let's take out brewery, province, state, country. All that. Let's take that out of the equation. Let's just concentrate on this lovely liquid product in the glass that we call beer. And concentrate our review on this solely. I poured it like a caveman, like a 16-year-old, like it's a bad beer. Who knows? Maybe there's just something to it. So anyways, now it's kind of calmed down a bit and drinkable. Golden dark yellow. Big giant white head, 2.5 fingers, 3 fingers, depending how big your hand is. I'm just drinking this out of a tool shed glass because I didn't know what I was going to get. So why not? There we go. Again, still in the brown bag. I want to keep me honest. So I get a little bit, yeah, I get malt. And that's really it. Like biscuity, crackery, but fairly non-distinct, almost sawdusty kind of smell to it. I found a link on Reddit in the craft, I think it was in craft beer, the beer review subreddit. And it uses the Cicerone program. Here are all your tasting and smelling notes. I haven't read that yet. I'm going to. Not to dictate how I do these, but I think there's always scents I don't get or tastes I don't quite know what they are, and maybe that will help We'll see. Anyways, again, roasty, malty, biscuity, crackery, bread-like smell. That's all I really get out of it. So I'm going to give it a big old sip. It's interesting. It's not as toasty as I thought it was. So I wonder if that was just like the initial taste. It is like a little roasty. Not coffee though. It's malt, like roasted malt flavor. Fairly sweet. Yeah, sweet, kind of roasted malt. And that's really it. Like, it's kind of like the sweetness is like corn or pear. Yeah, like a soft sweetness, if that makes sense. So think of how a pear is sweet, where it's like watery sweet, not sharp sugary or tropical. It does have a little bit nuances, I'll say, of some tropicalness, but it's very, very toasty. Like, by toasty I mean like toast, like baked flavor. Almost smoke, like coffee-ish, espresso-ish, that kind of toastiness. Or roastiness, I guess. Like roastiness might be a better word for it. Interesting. It does have like that roastiness or maybe a little bit of the hot bitterness in there at the back. So it does give it a bite. So it's not just drinking carbonated malt water, I guess. It does have substance to it, but it's very non-distinct. Very non-distinct. I can't really put my finger on it. It's very like, it's going to sound funny, but it's very seasonal. It definitely is of this time of year. Is it? No. It's not pumpkin. Yeah, it's very like, almost like an Oktoberfest beer. That would be a good way to put it. Interesting. Okay, so I've drank a whole bunch. Still in here. Take the elastic off. Let's drop the bag and see what we got. A what now? Stanley Park Windstorm West Coast Pale Ale. Tropical fruit and citrus hop character, medium body, full flavor. Absolute, pardon my language, bullshit that is what it is. There is no way in hell I would ever think this stuff was a pale ale. Sorry, Stanley Park. I'm sure you're nice people. I'm sure you work hard. But no way this is a West Coast pale ale. When I thought it was like a like Oktoberfest style, like, you know, fall beer. Yeah, I just don't get it. I guess there's hoppiness, but it's certainly not. I guess if it's West Coast, it could be like burnt tree hoppiness, burnt pine hoppiness, or burnt pine flavor. That's why we do these. This right here, Windstorm Pale Ale, West Coast Pale Ale, is exactly why we do it like this. I did not think this was a pale ale. It shows how little I know about beer. Or shows how little this is actually a pale ale. I don't know which. If you've tried this, leave a comment below and let me know what you think. It's funny, because I've had this beer too. I've had this at a sports bar, and it was the only thing remotely craft on tap. The next thing was like Stella's. Wow. Okay. I love brown bag beer reviews. These are very fun. Maybe this will be a more reoccurring thing because this and this was hilarious. Didn't even equate them as the same beer. Hilarious. Awesome. Kind of bit of a mind trip right there. Who knew? Okay, so blind bag beer review. This apparently, this roasty, toasty, malty, crackery thing is a pale ale. What the hell do I know? Very entertaining episode for me of Brown Bag Beer Review. I'm Wally. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button, smash the thumbs up button, smash some beers, leave comments below. If you want to partner up, if you're local and you want to partner up and give me some brown bag beer, let me know. That would be awesome. I like being surprised. This is really fun. There's 2 in a row that have really got me. So let's keep these going. For Fermented Nerds, I am Wally, and I am out.